Hello, I'm Richard McMillan, one of the students just like you, and I'm here for my discussion thread, which is the American Revolution, the ride of Paul Revere through Lexington to Concord, and the battle that followed. There's a great deal of question over the Lexington and Concord battle and the ride of Paul Revere. So much of it has turned into lore and legend rather than being factual. So my objective is to make it more factual, to go over the numerous historical ledgers and such, and to go through books and articles and to try to come up with a more clear-cut vision of what we know about the ride of Paul Revere and the battles in Lexington and Concord. What a lot of people don't realize is that it isn't just Paul Revere. So many of us know our history, so many of us Americans, not historians, but us Americans, know our history from the poem by Longfellow, "Listen, my children, and you will hear the midnight ride of Paul Revere." And so we're given the impression that the ride of Paul Revere from Boston, Lexington, and Concord was just done by Paul Revere, where in reality it was done by 3 different writers. And there were also other people involved in the Sons of Liberty in Boston, the Sons of Liberty in Concord, and not to mention the key objective of the entire march was to capture John Hancock and Sam Adams, who had been exposed as being the leaders of the Boston Sons of Liberty, and they were hiding out at one of the Hancock houses, Hancock Clark House, which is in Lexington. So there's a lot more going on than just simply a man running through saying, "The British are coming, the British are coming," which of course he didn't say. Why? Because they were all British. That would be like, us saying, "The Americans are coming." It doesn't work. Anyway, so, and also, once again, the march that the British took, how long it took them, why they were so late, the Minutemen at Lexington showing up and then going home. Now, these are all things that we're just not familiar with in most American history books. And I can vouch for that since I do teach American history out here in Los Angeles. And the books, they do get it wrong. What actually went on? And why did they want to go to Concord? Concord, there was a really good reason. Concord did have some cannons. Where they got the cannons, I have no idea. Nevertheless, they had them. So the goal was to go to Concord to get all of the cannons, first off, and the additional arms that they were storing for other towns in the Boston area. So the Battle of Concord really is the beginning of the American Revolution. And to get a better understanding about Concord, we need to know more about Lexington. And to know Lexington, we need to know about the midnight ride of Paul Revere.